Hello. This is not Honkai Star Rail, but I'm gonna be doing a bit of farming before I go into the main story. New rule? I'm adding a new rule to this stream. No backseating. After live streaming a couple times, I'm actually a little bit irritated right now because I have midterms, and if I get backseated right now, I might not be happy about it. So I don't want to deal with that right now. I want to avoid me getting mad. So I added that as a rule for now. Actually, it probably will be a permanent rule because low-key backseating is annoying. Sometimes when people backseat, I tend to just like not read it because I want to figure it out on my own. So sorry. It's just how it is. I low-key forgot to do my dailies for today, so the time already passed, so I'm gonna I'm going to stand. But yeah, it's only Wu-Wa and ZZZ. It's not a big deal. You'll be fine. I have enough polls. I don't think there's gonna be any character I'd be interested in for a long while. So I think in Wu-Wa I have enough for. Oh yeah, God, there's a new character out. Maybe I'll pull her, but I don't know. I wanna think about Chow Yun. Maybe I'll pull her next week if I have time. Uh-oh. Bing. Oh my gosh.
Please forgive
Who
me.
should I farm
Stealing
today?
the moonlight.
This is the path I
I
follow.
keep ignoring this game because low-key this game has lost my interest aside from the cool animation story and the it's the characters that usually drive me to play games, and none of the characters interested me, so it's kind of sad. It's really sad. Yeah, this game is just like attracting male gamer games, and it really shows. Okay. Who has the most nines? You got 3 nines, you also have 3 nines. You.
What's your honor really worth? It's for flowers that bloom in the abyss.
I think I fixed
Let me show you how it's done.
I think. I'm not sure, but it should not crash today. My friend told me it crashing during the Evernight poll is not surprising because she tends to do stuff like that.
Scram before I get
And I was also told I should have put March instead of Datang myself, and I picked everybody but March. I think I'm a failure HSR bit.
Truth is a beloved fairy
I
tale.
was tired.
My heart is a mirror.
I realized that after I got Clara. I should have just put
Awaken.
out March.
Purging
That was
flash.
like really fitting. It's just sad. I didn't realize she only likes March and only March. I should have just done that from the beginning. Why didn't I do that from the very beginning? It's all in the past now. Doesn't matter anymore.
I'm here, so we're good.
I should do these, huh? Okay, maybe after stream we'll do these right away. Maybe we'll do this like right after HSR. How about that? Okay. Maybe we'll do a bit of woo-wah too. Okay, woo-wah might take a while actually. Is it showing? It should be showing now.
Just wanted to say good night. And yeah, Jacob left. And then I left. Have a good rest of the night.
Or what? Well, If you heard that, that was my friend. I think that was my friend. I thought I heard myself. But no, that was my friend. I don't think she realized I was live. Bro snuck up on me. Okay. Wuthering Waves, daily time. Where are you? I think out of all the gacha games I have, Wuthering Waves takes the longest to boot up. It's really annoying. Okay, it's daily time. Oh, what? That's scary. Okay. Anyways. I am low-key debating whether to get this character. Okay, how much do I have? That's the question. 81. I have enough. Yes, Gensen, I am doing dailies right now. I know it's not the title, but I like to do my dailies on stream so I can feel motivated to do them. I'm thinking about pulling for this character. She seems cool. I didn't put the title of the streams as Galbrennan pulls, but you know, maybe I'll pull for her next week when I feel like it. What am I doing? What am I doing? Trying to think.
Stay behind me. In control. Very effective. Conquest begins now. Honor cannot be silent. In control. Undying glory.
Okay, so if I use my data bank, combine my echoes, I get a new echo. And that's it. Upgrade a echo. Look, Ruwa's dailies don't take long as you think of what to do. If, like, I have a strategy. It's like ZZZ dailies, just not as efficient. See, I got them done in like less than 5 minutes. Bam. Now, I'm gonna do Genshin dailies. I will say this stream will be kind of short. If anything, maybe the usual 3 hours. I don't want it to be 3 hours because I want to do homework. So I'm gonna try to do. Yeah, it was quick. I have a strategy to get my dailies done quick because college takes up so much time to the point where like it's like impossible to do my dailies, like in-depth dailies. I have a thing called going deep into the dailies and like in-depth dailies and just like quick dailies. I have strategies. Okay, while this loads, I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'll be back.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. All I can think about is dear. When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
Fresh fruit, only at Quinn's Fruit. Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Ooh, pie.
Okay, I am back. Man, Flynn's, what are you doing?
When you're high up,
Anyways.
everyone can hear your voice.
Daily time. I wonder who is around today. Is Kale voiced? I need to know. It's research time. Is currently voiced characters Genshin. Man, I like it. College kind of sucks, I agree. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I want to do the call yet. Is there anyone else? There's no one else? Is Kale really the only one? Actually, let's... No, not that yet. Let's do this. These are the dailies. Taking pictures. Color filter. See, top of the wall. Where do I take the picture? Oh. Here? Equip them and then take the camera.
Be silent.
Yes, see you on Thrones. It was definitely not what I was expecting. You know what? I'm lucky that I got only the Flynns. You didn't have to see the March disaster that happened yesterday. You did not need to see it. I was having a bit of a mental breakdown there, not gonna lie. Plants. Which plant? Take a picture of a joyful moment after sniffer mole obtains a chemical component. What do you want me to do?
The night comes.
Z. No! Okay, I guess I'll kill myself then. Enter. There we go. Oops, it's attract. Take a picture of a robot tracking a special client. it worked. Do you think? No, I don't think I can get her, honestly. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna try my best, though. I have a lot of it's not midterms, just projects. I call them midterms because it's like midterm season. But I have like this animation that I need to finish by like Monday. And it's technically due Wednesday, which is the same day March's Evernight's banner ends, and I'm really annoyed. It's really annoying. Hi, Llama.
Ah, Natcat, it's Paimon, it's you. The birds of the woods just spoke of your coming. Do you come with some important matter? Or do you perhaps require my guidance? We're just looking around and looking for photo op material while we're at it. This place is well nourished by the moon's radiance. The plant and animal life dwelling within it are both different from those anywhere else in the world. So, yes, I would call it a good place to take excellent photos. Please, feel free to look around. Should you have any questions, do not hesitate to approach me. I shall answer as best as I can. This place really gives off a sense of tranquility. Yes, this is where I meditate, where I can commune with all living things in whispers. Just standing here, it helps set my heart at ease.
You're a real poet, Llama.
I do, in fact, have a small request. We'd like a picture of you. Yes.
Yeah, you fit super well with the background. Like the center of a beautiful painting. You'd look awesome in a photo for sure.
You'd like to take a picture of me? That would be a novel experience. If you believe that the serenity of this place and my form are worth immortalizing through the frame, I'd be glad to oblige. Indeed, I would be honored to add another lovely memory to your journey. So, how may I assist you? Will you need me to look in a certain direction, or will things work as is? Just be yourself. Alright, I will leave it to you. Then. May inspiration, fleeting though as it should be, grace you with its presence. Technically, I didn't see screen crashes.
Receive my blessing.
Wait, why do I have a llama? Z. I like this angle. Midterm project. Ooh, sounds fancy. Yeah, it's called the This to That project. It's where I animate a character doing 3 different things. And I decided to do something really, really, really complicated.
Forest, protect us.
I can't take a picture? Oh my gosh, that's lame. Select open pose. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Pose 2. Okay, that's wholesome. Hey yo, we did it. Sounds like you're yeah, I am trying too hard. There we go, we did the Genshin dailies.
Add as. Thank you for
word for Honkai rail. Honkai. You know what? If I do I are you doing a Genshin character? No, they don't like anime in my school. They don't. That's like fan art, and that would be considered plagiarism. So no. I'd rather just use a model that the majority of everyone's gonna be using. And besides, the model I'm using is pretty easy to model. I don't know how. I think Genshin tends to use Blender for their models, and I don't know how to animate in Blender, so I am good. Todd, what do you want? No, I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm gonna upper the volume so you guys can hear it better. Let me know if I'm too quiet compared to the background noise. Okay, let's take a look at the votes. Who voted? I guess we're doing the unique quest. Okay. Based on popular vote, we're doing Yunli. This one, right? I'm gonna pick characters that I want to use in case we go into a battle. I want to use Kafka because she gave me a nightmare. Actually, as an aside, let's put March here. And I want her to be not this, or I want her to change paths to the hunt. I know you voted for Yunli. Oh no, that's not good. I did not see this. You did not see anything. Okay, we've come prepared. Because there were only 3 votes, and the majority of them were Yunli, and I think you would pick Yunli.
Does that hurt?
You tend to pick characters that I don't care for, and Yunli is one of them.
Ah, there you are.
Did you get your friends to vote? I don't know if I asked them, but I don't know if they did. They probably did. According to my friend, he thought the Yunli, this quest was like, eh. And honestly, that's what I think it's gonna be. It's gonna be eh. It just expands upon her personality.
I was looking around before you got here. I already looked everywhere, but March 7th is nowhere to be found.
Oh, I wonder where she is. So you need to keep looking for March 7th?
Nope. Let's just assume she successfully skipped class. Actually, she's been quite diligent in her swordplay practice and hasn't taken many breaks lately. I think she deserves a day off. Besides, I used to skip classes even more than her back when I was still learning. If I was in the mood, I could train for 3 days straight. But if I wasn't in the mood, none of my seniors could find me.
It's because we have different tastes,
I can understand where
We
she's
have
coming from.
we have different tastes. That's how I can predict which one you voted for. So then I can go back.
Ah, no need. I asked you to come, so I won't send you away empty-handed. Since you're here, let me treat you to some tasty food. I'm more
Yunli,
interested in you today.
why? Me interested in what?
Let's walk and talk.
Why? That's not walking. That's running.
I told you there's tasty food in Aru Valley. Let's go there. A table for two, please.
All right,
Okay.
come on in. What would you like?
Well, we'll have one of everything on the menu.
The entire menu?
Hmm. Do you think it'll be enough?
She's worried we won't be able to finish it.
Oh, don't worry. There are two of us.
Well, then I'll start making a few dishes, and if you need more, just let me know.
Thank you.
It's based on the comments you gave me, Gensen. You're like, wait, but this character's good. Wait, but this character's good. And then I'm like, are you sure you don't need to look for March? That's why I'm just guessing.
No, I've thought about it. She deserves a day off.
Do you usually eat a lot?
Yeah. I mean, not too much, actually.
Me when I
Grandpa
lie.
said to never be stingy when it comes to making friends. So, how big is your appetite?
I don't eat much.
Oh.
She thinks I'm lying.
Then we can bring the leftovers to Grandpa.
Did you just say you're interested in me?
Well, to be more precise, I'm interested in your sword.
My
Yenshin
bat?
mentioned you before. He said that you're not to be underestimated, and that your weapon has a unique shape.
Yes, it does. Indeed, it does.
So I've always been curious about your sword. How the weight is distributed, what material it's made of, whether it contains any special ingenia, and what kind of sword techniques you use.
Okay. Isn't this an auto? I'm trying not to press it too much. I'm gonna storyboard while I play this. Is it? Oh, I didn't realize I had a choice. It's not a sword, it's a baseball bat.
Seriously? A bat?
Yes, a bat. Are you still curious?
Yeah, now more than ever.
Bro cares? You place your beloved bat, your most trusted companion, perhaps second to only the likes of March 7, Dahong, Well, Kimiko, and Pom Pom, for Yunli's gaze.
So, it really is a baseball bat. Grandpa said that a sword doesn't have to be constrained by its shape, so, in a sense, your bat is a sword too. He also said that a weapon mimics its master, so your bat actually reflects your habits in nature, you know? Let me guess. You're
Sorry if you hear
someone
noise.
who doesn't follow the rules, enjoys improvising.
Wow, okay, now.
can handle
I'm just
yourself well against
guessing.
tough foes. Am I
I'm
right?
sorry for assuming. Have you been secretly filming me?
Amazing, right? And I bet you always say something silly like, rules are
Made to be broken. How did you
I've come
know?
across so many sword wielders who acted all righteous and moral, but were really just liars. Their swords always told the truth, though. They told me that their wielders were just a bunch of frauds who relied on their divine weapons for everything. I've hunted down hundreds of swords like this so far, and every single one of them has been melted down.
Wait, if you take swords, people's swords by force and melt them down?
Yes, but only for those who cross the line. Melting their swords is my way of protecting those weapons.
That's destroying them, bro.
Just looking at a sword is not enough.
It's
grant
killing
choices.
them.
Words and
Didn't you say you
expressions can
care
be
about the
deceiving,
swords?
but in a fight to the death, a sword's movements never lie. The war dance is just around the corner. You'll be participating, right?
Yes.
Miss Yun Li, for talented sword masters like you, the war dance is a perfect opportunity to show off your skills and make a name for yourself. But for people like her who've already made significant contributions to the Xianzhou, they maybe don't need to prove themselves on the war dance stage.
That would be cool. I'd get to
It's
skip a
been
step.
while, Miss Nameless.
And you are?
This is Madame Yukong Center. This is Madame Yukong Center. Secretary. I can't.
Thank you for
I
your
could pronounce
introduction,
Yukong,
Miss
but not
Nameless.
secretary.
I'm Shi Kuei, and I work in the Palace of Astrum as the secretary for the Helmmaster. I apologize for interrupting your conversation. I happen
Not
to
gonna
hear
lie,
you're
I didn't
discussing
expect
the
you
war
still
dance.
haven't done the Lolchuk
And since
quest.
this
I haven't
person
done
is an
any of
old
the companion
acquaintance,
quests. I will let you
thought
know
I'd come
that.
and say hello.
Are you hosting any guests, Miss Shikui?
Yes, with the war dance approaching, many guests from afar are pouring in. Mr. Pavo here is one of them. He's from the distant planet Kalevala. Mr. Pavo's planet recently joined the Pan-Cosmic Trade System. He brought his delegation here this time, not only for business, but also to return something that belongs to the Xianzhou.
Miss Shikui, the word gift is perhaps more fitting than return. While it did once belong to the Xianzhou, it faced many tribulations to be able to deliver it here, so it should be considered a gift.
I apologize for my poor choice of words. Mr. Pavo's delegation brought a legendary Xianzhou sword that had been lost for centuries. General Huayan plans to personally thank them at the Palace of Astrum and present the sword as a prize to the champion of the war dance. Mr. Pavo and I were actually on our way there. Since you two were talking so enthusiastically about the war dance, maybe you'd be interested in joining us at the Palace of Astrum?
What are we doing? Talk to Yumi. Optional. What is this?
Nice to meet you both. The journey to the Xianzhou Laofu wasn't an easy one, but the scenery here is worth it. It's completely different from my homeland. Once the formalities at the Palace of Astrum are finished,
Ignore
I'll
those
find a
sounds.
quiet spot on this street and plant a seedling. And then my mission will be complete. The Sword of Heroes will finally be returned to its rightful owners. I couldn't be happier.
Let's talk about Kalevala.
Interested in my home planet. That's great. Her Excellency is welcome to visit us at any time. Even though the trade route just opened, it still might take around 200 system hours to get there from Pier Point. But our planet is really great. Yeah, sure, it's a bit cold and the food is a bit repetitive and our houses aren't as fancy as those on Pier Point, but that doesn't matter. We've discovered massive supernium deposits and we're on the path to prosperity.
Let's talk about the sword.
Oh, you mean the Mieka Kivesa? It's an incredible sword. That weapon helped the legendary heroes of my homeland slay demons. And is highly revered. It also has the power to choose monarchs. All the ancient kings of Kalevala received a sign from the sword, showing they were worthy to rule the land. According to tradition, each monarch would plunge the sword into a stone, and only a hero recognized by the sword could pull it out and ascend to the throne next.
Is this some sort of biometric technology?
Well, those are just legends from the past. No one today has witnessed it firsthand.
Why don't you keep the sword for yourselves?
Well, times have changed, and now that we have a council in place, The idea of a sword crowning a king has become a joke. Besides, it wasn't a native of Kalevala who last pulled out the sword and recognized its connection to the Xianzhou ship. It was a visitor from afar. While the sword holds great historical significance for Kalevala, it doesn't truly belong to our world. The old-timers on council had a heated debate about whether to return the sword. They eventually unanimously agreed to let the Mieka Kivesa return to where it truly belongs. That's the best possible outcome.
I'm gonna witness its return too.
Wonderful. It's an honor to have so many people witness the sword's homecoming.
Why do you wonder what I'm doing during the day? It's just work, work, work. Draw, draw, draw. Animate, animate, animate. I'm not interested in the sport, to be honest.
I am. It's the prize for
I'm
the
gonna
war
be
dance after all.
purely honest with you, I don't care.
I might not know all the stories and legends, but I know a legendary sword when I see one. Grandpa always asks me to go look at swords with him, but he hasn't said anything about this one. It's really weird.
The reason why I stream at 3 is because I really don't have time during the
Now that we're
day.
invited,
I want to
let's go and check it
I
out.
want to have the mental capacity to focus on work. If I do it during the nighttime, I won't be able to focus. I put it's like my sleep mental state. So I do that while playing games. I'd rather do it while playing games rather than when I'm actually working. I mean, I could switch the two and do work at night and stream in the day, but I know, knowing me, I will overdo it. I will overdo the gaming and probably game for the entire day. And that's not gonna work for my schedule, so I'd rather do it at night where I can force myself to stop at a certain point. This is me desperately farming, by the way. What? We're switching it up. This is sad. This is sad. Go. Thank you.
Impressive. Want a prize?
What? Apologies, the payment is actually ready, but I couldn't find a chest that can hold the payment, so I'll send this time's payment along with your next one. Don't worry, I won't leave you dry.
We can use it.
You reach out your hand to touch this billboard. The moment your fingers make contact with you, a gentle voice enters your mind. Welcome to Heron's Express, Netcat. Please start your work for the day. Give me my jades! I want my jades! I want it now! Give it to me now! Okay, be like that. Okay. Fine. Thank you. If not for these tips.
Nice work.
There's more? It kind of is the case. We don't talk about that. Thing is, I sleep until 1 p.m. So technically I get 8 hours a day. It's also because my classes are... Are you kidding me?
Impressive.
They're just doing this on purpose.
Stand still. Relax.
Be intoxicated.
Stand still.
Any of this is rebels, your prize rise.
The human
Thank
body
you.
is beautiful in its fragility.
This just keeps going. Okay, we don't have enough yet for a temple. Thank you. Wait, why aren't you opening? Don't come in! Wait up! I'm Nick! I'm calling the cops. I'm a math professor at the academy. It's because I throw myself into my math research so much. Sometimes I can get careless in my everyday life. Especially when I get that hotshot inspiration, I couldn't give a hoot about any of the real world stuff, which is far less simple and majestic. Which is far less simple and majestic than my beautiful math. Today is no different. Right now, I'm looking into whether or not the interstellar Magnev theory can demonstrate the Falgate-Shaw hypothesis, so I decided to take a walk and ponder things. It wasn't until I heard a piercing scream that I realized I'd forgotten to put on my clothes. I scurried away in a flash and ended up hiding here in this fright skiff. Oh, generous stranger, could you please help me get some clothes to wear? If you can help find a Miss Eugene and Cloud Breath sleeves over in Star Skiff Haven, and tell her that teacher needs help. She'll know what I mean. I'm begging you, help me, please. I'd love to repay your extraordinary kindness. Seriously? That last fright Star Skiff hasn't left the floor yet, probably because that teacher is still stuck inside. Go find Eugene and help get his clothes. Where's Yujin? Okay, let me see. Central Sky Skiff. Central Star Skiff.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
She here.
Although the store is still
Okay,
undergoing
you've come.
renovations.
Welcome. Look at
It's
your
open
usual
for
garb.
business as usual.
I'll help that teacher with his fetch errand. That teacher again. Okay, I know. Give me a minute. This parcel here, it's got everything that teacher needs. He's already paid for it, so you can just take it over for him. Close for that teacher. That's kind of sad. Ayah. Oh. Where do I go? I forgot. Here? Yeah. It's because I don't have morning classes. I purposely did that because I know my schedule won't work with the 8 a.m. I hate 8 a.m. classes. Excellent, you're back. I almost thought you weren't going to come back for me. Quickly, pass me the clothes through the courier package. It's starting to feel a little chilly. Thank you so much for your inestimable kindness. These things in a container here are the most valuable possessions I own. You've earned them. Where did you hide the chest? You've mistaken. This entire Star Skiff is all mine. Even given how panicked I was, there's still no way I could sneak into someone else's Fright Star Skiff, right? I'm a conservative guy. Well, I'll be going then. Such an embarrassment for me. There's no way I could show my face in the markets again. Thank you. Ooh, 30. Some time has passed and the new incoming Fright Star Skiff awaits pilotage. Oh, there's no more. Dang it. Okay, back to the story. Okay, Yumi, what do you got?
Stain? I like this coat.
There you are. Come on. Let's go to the ceremony together.
Let's go. Okay, let me take off an earbud so I can hear this thoroughly. Is that Argenti? Why are you here, Argenti?
Please allow me to offer a sincere compliment to my fair lady. Your beauty is as pure as a snow-white iris. Well, if it isn't my dear friend, glad to meet you again.
I don't like waking up early in the morning because I can't focus in the morning.
Who is this
Like I
knight?
get really bad headaches in the morning if I try to work.
A member of the Knights of Beauty. I was invited as a part of the Kalevala delegation to escort the legendary Mieka.
Like I tried working in the morning and I just can't focus as well compared to the nighttime.
Of knowing your name.
My name is Yun Li.
What a beautiful name. I wonder if you have ever heard the holy name of the pure and flawless.
Oh,
goddess.
okay, Argenti, we get it.
Oh, you're here, Yun Li. Didn't expect you to be so well informed. Well, now that you're here, don't forget your manners.
Manners. Come on. You won't find another granddaughter as polite and well-behaved as me.
Uh-huh.
Must remember this is a very serious ceremony. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Mr. Pavo. Now, let the sword gifting ceremony begin.
Before the ceremony officially commences, I want to express my gratitude to the Knight Argenti. Thank you for enlightening us about the sword's origin and for escorting it here safely so that we may complete this ceremony. On behalf of the Kalevalan delegation, I, Pavu Kalistaya, am here to return the legendary Mieka Kifesa to the Xianzhou Alliance, its rightful homeland.
I'm truly grateful for Kalevala's noble act of returning the sword and for the Knight of Beauty's chivalry. Now, as we gather here on the Xianzhou Laofu, I officially welcome the sword back to its homeland. Mieka Kivesa. It's a fitting name for a sword with such a legendary past. I still remember the name engraved on this sword the day it was forged. Gu Yin. It was forged by Han Guang, craftsman from the Zhu Ming's Flame Wheel Forge.
Wait. Hongguang?
Although its blade is worn and cracked, its essence remains as resilient as the Xianzhou Cloud Knights. All it needs is some repairs and polishing by the skilled craftsmen of the Artisanship Commission to regain its former glory. I've decided to entrust this sword, Gu Yin, to the Laofu Artisanship Commission for restoration. Furthermore, it will serve as the prize for the champion of the Laofu War Dance. This sword will be wielded against abominations to protect our homeland and live up to the mission of the Kalevalan delegation that returned it from so far away.
Thank you, General. It is an honor for Kalevala.
He's looking at him with suspicion.
Now,
He is suspicious.
esteemed knight and delegation members, please head to the Artisanship Commission, where...
No! This sword was forged by Hongguang.
Yun Li! These esteemed guests have brought back your father's work. Where are your manners?
She never really had
I
any.
didn't realize this sword was actually forged by your father. Returning it to its rightful owner is,
Grandpa, give me that cursed sword right now. I'll melt away the remnants of that man's curse once and for all.
Oh my gosh. A cursed sword?
Don't be rude, Yun Li. Apologize to our esteemed guests from afar.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making a scene. But I have to melt down this cursed sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands.
Why is she always so emotional about swords?
Yun Li, please, go for now.
I can't understand her, man. I don't get it. It's a sword. Too much emotional attachment.
This is exactly why I didn't want Yun Li to know about this. I didn't want to create trouble, but trouble found its way here anyway. Perhaps it really is divine intervention. Could you, please, keep an eye on Yun Li for me?
Sure thing. I'll make sure she doesn't get into any trouble.
That is a tall order, but I'm counting on you. I apologize for the unfortunate interruption. Let us move on with the ceremony.
No wonder you're a cat. What do you mean? Cats sleep late? I'm not really a cat. Cat means Kit Kat, not an actual cat, but sure, buddy. food stall's over there. Maybe D-Ting was not looking for a food stall. What about I just leave it be? Being the unresponsible person you are, you can't just leave it here. What about asking March 7 for help? Oh, let's go. I'll bring you to March 7. Frosty Blades trial. This is March's thing. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. Yunli, where are you? Are you really crying over this sword? Observe a bit more.
Stop watching me and say something.
No. Poor thing, are you crying?
I can make you cry too. Did Grandpa send you to look for me? I bet he did.
Oh, so now you're a mind reader.
Just so you know, I'm here just waiting for the perfect moment to snatch that sword. And once I have it, I'll melt it down before anyone can react. Don't even think about stopping me. No one can stop me.
Okay, buddy. You think I'm just gonna let you cause more trouble? No one can help you if you don't explain what's going on.
Grandpa sent you here. Surely he doesn't want you to help me. Have you heard of cursed swords? That sword is one.
And how can you tell? So it's like a sacred sword that's been corrupted?
You've clearly heard a lot of folk tales. But that's not the kind of cursed sword I'm talking about. A cursed sword lets anyone, even a complete novice, wield it with insane skill. Just by holding the hilt, even the weakest rookie can brandish it with incredible speed and strength.
With something like that, March can graduate in one day.
I'm not joking around. And I'm not making up some crazy story. While a cursed sword grants instant abilities to its wielder, it comes at a cost. It's like continuously adding fuel to the forge. With each swing, the sword drains the wielder's blood and essence. Day by day, the fuel will run out, leaving nothing but an empty husk. Soon enough, it will no longer be a person wielding a sword, but a mindless, killing machine, consumed by bloodlust and murderous thoughts.
This sounds oddly familiar. So it's like being possessed by a Heliobus?
Oh, so you're familiar with Heliobi. That makes this much easier to explain. There was a lunatic swordsmith who infused metal blades with Heliobi, as he was obsessed with turning weapons into living things. And this is how cursed swords were made.
So Guyen is one of those cursed swords?
I know, I shouldn't have caused a scene at the sword gifting ceremony.
You kinda always do, bro.
But I've thought this through. If I don't make a fuss now, that cursed sword will cause a whole lot more trouble. So it's better if it's me causing the trouble. By the way, aren't they supposed to be taking the sword to the Artisanship Commission for repairs? Why haven't they come out yet? Any ideas?
Maybe there are other ways out of the Palace of Astrium.
Looks like they're not going to show up here. I'll just head straight to the Artisanship Commission. It doesn't matter why Grandpa chose that sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands. I'll track down every single sword he forged and melt them down one after another. Just like I've been doing all these years. I have to go now.
Is she planning to sneak into the Artisanship Commission and steal that sword? Maybe I should keep an eye on her.
She's definitely gonna do that.
The Artisanship Commission is so big. Where could she be?
Now you get how I feel when you assumed I voted for Unity. Okay. Okay, buddy.
Just a while ago, a girl came up to me, all fierce and demanding directions. She said she's a member of the Artisanship Commission. Do you know her?
No idea who she is. If she really works here, how can she not know her way around?
I know her. She's from the Shenzhou Juning's Artisanship Commission.
Oh, I see. That explains it then.
Explains what? It explains nothing at all.
She said something like, I'm a member of the Artisanship Commission. Where do you keep your precious stuff? I got scared and pointed her toward Master Gongshu's warehouse, where he stores his arumatons.
Wait, why did you give her directions? What if she's planning to steal something?
Oops. Let's cut to the chase. Where did she go?
Where else? Like I said, she was headed straight for the warehouse, where all the valuable arumatons are.
Yeah, that place is filled with Master Gongshu's precious arumatons. I bet they'll give her a hard time.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing here? Look, if I get into trouble, it's my problem. I don't want to drag you into it.
Is this really the time to talk about that?
Fine. Let's smash these metal cans first. Then we can talk. Someone else take this one? Are you go, Master?
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Be intoxicated.
Stand still.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What? Yes! Awesome!
Friends? Indulge yourselves!
Time to say bye. Boom.
Time to mix things up.
Enemy of Mrs. Rebel, your cries rise! That was the last of them. Thank you for helping me out. This place is heavily guarded, but there's nothing but arumatons. Where is the arsenal? Seems like not even those craftsmen know where the arsenal is. At this rate, we won't find anything. And Grandpa might take me away before I can do anything. You're not really here to help me. You're here to stop me, right?
You know, this cursed sword isn't just your problem.
No, it's not. Grandpa made a promise to the delegation, and going back on his word would tarnish his reputation and make things difficult for the Lofu. But leaving that cursed sword here will also make things difficult for the Lofu. So all things considered, best outcome is for me to melt that sword down and take all the blame. You probably think I'm being impulsive.
You
and
are.
unreasonable, right?
You are definitely. You are self-aware after all. Wow.
I'm not always like this.
I am. No, you kind of are.
Her sword.
Why don't you just tell me everything? Maybe I'll understand. Come on.
Look,
You're actually being a little
I owe
frustrating,
you
bro.
an explanation.
You owe a lot of
This
people
isn't the best
explanations.
place to talk. We need to find somewhere else. Let me be clear though. I'm still pretty riled up. This is just a temporary break. I already told you about Guyan. The sword that was returned during the ceremony. It's a cursed sword with a heliobus inside. And Hongguang, the swordsmith who forged it, is my father. I rarely mention his name to anyone other than Grandpa. Maybe, like you said, I've been avoiding having to talk about him. But as long as my mission to hunt down cursed swords continues, it's impossible to avoid the topic forever. For some reason, I feel like I can open up to you.
What? Well, that's
Honestly,
random.
I don't remember much about him. All I know is that the Flame Wheel Forge used to be a bustling place, with people from all over coming to get one of his swords. They called him the greatest master craftsman since Yingxing. I didn't catch all the details, but I do remember seeing him forge those amazing swords, while the visitors watched with smiles on their faces. I used to believe that craftsmen brought happiness to others. The swords crafted by the Flame Wheel Forge are famed across the stars. They possess exceptional sharpness and invincibility. With these legendary weapons, even ordinary people can become skilled warriors, capable of overcoming the most formidable opponents. But then, he became obsessed with becoming a famed swordsmith, and started crossing all sorts of lines. He forged cursed swords that should never exist. And all those people who desired those twisted swords started flooding into the palace. However, just like Grandpa said, those who excel with the sword will eventually suffer by it. The palace is overrun with visitors from afar. Some left empty-handed. Others got swords that didn't fulfill their desires. And some even resorted to stealing. And in the midst of all the chaos my father created, he ended up being stabbed by one of the swords he forged. It was so sudden and unexpected. Everything went silent for a moment. All I could hear was the sound of bones breaking and blood pouring out. I was frozen in place, unable to move. It was only when my mother pushed me away from the deadly swing of the cursed sword that I managed to escape. I don't remember much after that, except for the pounding of my heart and the sound of my own gasps of breath. I could hear the smiths in the Flame Wheel Forge shouting, "Run away, Yunli!" And the screams of agony. My tears wouldn't stop, and I couldn't see anything. I kept gasping for air, until I collapsed in a pool of blood. If General Huayan hadn't arrived in time, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you now. After that, General Huayan took me in and treated me like his own granddaughter. To me, he is 100 times better than my sinful father. He taught me forging and swordsmanship. Hang Wang paid for his sins, but his troubled legacy must not go unchecked. According to the records, he forged a total of 1,382 heliobus.
I'm using March to get the vibes going for Evernight. That's the reason.
Designs.
Sorry to interrupt this sad moment.
Forge for training. I made a vow
Sorry, Yunli.
to hunt down all those cursed swords. So far, I found 312 of them. And Guyan will be my 313th. Like all the other cursed swords, I'll separate it from the heliobus. Then, I'll melt it down and make it part of the blade of forged remnants. I've said my piece now. Even though it'll be tough for Grandpa, I still have to melt down the sword.
But the delegation calls it the Sword of Heroes. Maybe I think you should talk to General Huayan about it.
So, you're saying, even though Grandpa knew it was a cursed sword, he still chose it to be a prize because he thought it wouldn't cause any trouble? No. No matter how I think about it, something is definitely off. Grandpa didn't tell me anything about the ceremony. He must be hiding something.
Maybe
Besides,
there is a reason.
after our argument today, you want me to go back and talk to him now? No way. At least not today. Maybe tomorrow. Somehow, after talking to you, I feel like I've cooled off a bit.
Well, thank you for telling me your perspective now. I think I get a better understanding of you. But you still shouldn't have, like... I think the outburst was still unnecessary, but I get what you mean now. So, don't forget to apologize to General Huayan.
Yeah. I shouldn't have done that in a public
Teenage girls.
Anyway, thank you. We'll catch up tomorrow.
I should go back to the Palace of Astrum and tell General Huayan what happened at the Artisanship Commission.
Huayan.
My granddaughter didn't cause any trouble, did she, young lady?
Nope. You explain Yunli's situation. You explain what happened in detail, and Huayan's nervous expression eases a little.
Sorry for all this trouble. Yunli told you quite a bit. Now it's time for this old man to tell my side of the story. Han Guang was my beloved disciple. A rare genius not seen in the Flame Wheel Forge since Yingxing. However, talent can sometimes be a curse. He had an unusual fervor for forging.
A few berry pheasant skewers is all she needs, true. She needs them.
He believed it would make warriors invincible without any training. According to him,
yeah, I watched a Yunli trailer. I actually liked it. It was cute when Jing Yuan did the cat noises for her. It was really cute. He was like... I was like, oh my gosh, it's cute. He was teasing her. I still listen to the music for it too. At the time I didn't like the character, but I still liked her trailer. Okay, let me read your side. So he thought of using Heliobi to absorb emotions.
By infusing Heliobi into swords, he managed to forge weapons that could grant their wielders strength and valor, and even make decisions for them. However, weapons are different from regular tools. They are meant to kill, plain and simple. After countless battles, all the anger, fear, and bloodlust are soaked up by the Heliobi within the swords. The soldiers wielding them not only gain strength, but they also become consumed by the malice, turning them into puppets possessed by the swords. No matter how noble Hongguang's intentions were, those weapons, soaked in blood, turned into cursed swords eventually. Later, Outworlders got wind of what he was doing and encouraged him to keep forging cursed swords. They came up with all sorts of reasons for taking back their kingdoms, to slaying demons. And you know what happened next. That massacre took her parents' lives, and the lives of many craftsmen in the Flame Wheel Forge. Yudli managed to survive, but she couldn't escape the horrors of that day.
Why did they massacre them? That's why you didn't want her to see that sword.
Yes. I don't want her to spend her whole life trapped under her father's shadow. She doesn't deserve to carry the weight of his mistakes. Despite her vow to hunt down and wipe out all cursed swords, fulfilling that vow requires immense effort. Traversing the starry seas in search of the swords is like finding a needle in a haystack. And to reclaim those swords, she has to duel the bloodthirsty wielders, teetering on the edge of life and death. She has taken back over 300 cursed swords, and has suffered the same number of fatal wounds. I took her in to give her a chance at a normal childhood, not to send her on a sword-hunting journey. Even if she manages to melt down all the cursed swords one day, what will she do with her life after?
Does that sword really contain a heliobus?
Gu Yin is indeed one of the cursed swords forged by Hongguang. Very few swordsmiths could use Heliobi as forging material, and Hongguang was one of them. His attempt came at a terrible cost.
Yunli plans to talk to you tomorrow.
I thought this sword could be an opportunity. I wanted to tell her that her father wasn't all evil, that even the man she resents so much managed to forge a true sword of heroes. I also wanted to find a chance to tell her about the history and origin of this sword, but not during the ceremony. As you saw, it wasn't a good time. I've instructed the Artisanship Commission to keep the sword safe in the arsenal. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask the people involved.
Master Gongchi, there's something I want to talk to you about. General Huaiyan gave the Luofu a sword called Gu Yin. Don't you worry, General Huaiyan has already conferred his instructions. Right, I heard from my apprentices that a young lady with a sword barged into the Artisanship Commission. That's General Huaiyan's granddaughter, right? Is she here to chat or kidnap me? She's calmed down now. She already promised me that she wouldn't take Gu Yin until we've confirmed this situation. What, she's coming to steal the sword? My nerves can't take much more of this. The Knight of Beauty just escorted the sword to the Artisanship Commission. It is currently in the armory without a chance for compromise or mishaps. Just relax. When I have time, I want to hear that girl tell me why she tried to steal that blade.
Since my granddaughter mentioned talking to me tomorrow, I'll be waiting for her. By the way, you watched over her for quite some time. You must be exhausted, aren't you?
A pretty lady like her never gets tiring.
I'll be counting on you then.
Time to go back and find that class-skipping March 7th.
Ooh. Hello, miss. I'm standing right here. How dare you?
This is the Palace of Astrium, the private hub for Sky's Fair Commission where important affairs are handled. You can't just muck around out here like that. Hang on, what are you doing back here? Didn't I warn you last time not to mess around with official documents? But that's where the chest is. This is part of the Way of Trailblaze. The Way of Trailblaze, that makes sense. I heard the Express is running around in the cosmos again. So you're one of the those nameless then. I know exactly what people like you are up to. Wherever you go, you can't just refrain from wandering about, kicking down doors and snoop around regardless of whether the host has invited you whether the host has invited you to or not. Your greatest enemy is a locked chest, and if you can't open it, you lose sleep wondering about what's inside. Not even a trash can is safe from your prying eyes. With any living thing you meet, you'll try to strike up a conversation about anything, and if they're not reciprocal to your communication attempts, check if a targeting crosshair has appeared on them. If you ask me, the most terrifying threat in the entire universe is, it's gonna be your insatiable curiosity. As for the most fearsome creature, I'm afraid the Antimatter Legion and the Abominations of Undness both have to make way for you. Penetrating insight. The man suddenly falls silent as he bears his memories deep within the shadow of his furrowed brows. Because I was once just like you. I was once nameless. I could believe may have faded away, but their legend still lives on. I was bristling with the excitement of adventure, just like you, opening up any old chest with reckless abandon. Until one day, I trod on some twigs. Why are you talking so much? Sprouting from the sacred Van Monquoc forest, the laws of the forest dictate that any broken twig must be repaid in kind with 2 broken limbs. Although my physical injury soon mended itself, psychological scars have cut deeply for the rest of my life. You're still young and don't understand the terrors of following the wrong ceiling. I'll keep an eye on you to help prevent you from going down the same cursed path I took. So long as you're anywhere around the Palace of Astrium, I'll be watching over you. Capiche? Anywhere. Give me that dang chest!
If there's something you don't understand, just come to me.
That is so annoying. After finishing it all, he returned to the Express and came face to face with March 7th, caught skipping class. Sipping milk tea and gossiping, time slipped away and unnoticed. The next day arrived. You hear that, Cat? Are you here to cooperate with us for a bit? Care to come by the Artisanship Commission? What's the matter? To make a long story short, the Artisanship Commission received a sword yesterday when they checked in from General Huayan. Today, when they checked in, the sword had vanished. Anyway, the Realm Keeping Commission is officially conducting an investigation and is interrogating relevant individuals. Do you suspect me? No? Yes? Come on, young lady. It's just routine questioning. Did you attend the sword gifting ceremony yesterday at the Palace of Astrium? As a craftsman said they saw you at the Artisanship Commission. Anyway, anyone who attended yesterday's ceremony and lacks a clear alibi will be considered a suspect. The craftsman also mentioned a young girl who broke into the Artisanship Commission with a sword in hand. She bears the bulk of the suspicion. Alright, enough chatter. I'll see you at the Artisanship Commission. March. Curled up in the clear eyes, the young girl seems silent with her eyes fixed shut. Although the ice is not cold to the touch, there's something particularly saddening about seeing a young girl who's normally so full of life fall into complete silence. Let's leave.
We will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey.
I don't skip class that often.
All right, everyone is here.
That's mainly because of my
Time for
anxiety
questioning.
for missing anything.
Yunli,
FOMO.
I'm sure you understand why the official called you here, right?
Yeah? But I didn't steal the sword.
I can vouch for her. Yunli promised me she wouldn't steal the sword.
Unfortunately, official Dahao didn't hear Yunli's promise. If we don't recover the sword, we will be breaking our promise to the Lawfu and betraying the delegation. We're counting on you to find the truth, official Dahao.
Yes. It's my duty to thoroughly investigate the case. Though Yunli is firm in her words, we can't just rely on her testimony.
After everything, the sword still got stolen. They should have given it to me from the beginning.
What a good student. Just keep quiet.
In this case of Gu Yun's theft, everyone involved seems suspicious to some extent. Miss Yunli is the main suspect. First, during the sword gifting ceremony, Yunli openly expressed her intention to steal the sword. She even mentioned it multiple times. After the ceremony, she broke into the Artisanship Commission and destroyed Arumatons in an attempt to get the sword. Am I right?
That's true.
The Realm Keeping Commission inspected the arsenal where Gu Yun was stored, and there were no signs of forced entry through the doors or windows. The only possible entrance or exit was a small window gap, just a few inches wide.
It's like a locked room murder mystery. Wish we had March 7th here.
If March 7th were here, she'd probably jinx it and accidentally reveal who the thief was.
The box containing Gu Yun was opened and the sword went missing. But none of the other swords in the room were touched. Which means...
It's you! The suspect knew about the box and the sword.
Well,
it was you this entire
I didn't know
time.
about the box and the cursed sword.
I'm making a complete guess,
Exactly.
by the way.
The suspect had
It's
clear
gotta be
motive and took
Dahao.
only Gu Yun. So, besides the ceremony participants, only the delegation members had access to the sword.
Could it be that someone from the delegation stole the sword?
In that case, why would they return it to the Xianzhou in the first place?
Maybe they regretted their decision.
That makes sense. The delegation, led by the Knight of Beauty, delivered the sword to the Artisanship Commission. The craftsmen who received it testified that they didn't take anything from the arsenal.
Could it be that Argenti sword? Argenti?
Argenti? That Knight of Beauty. He was with the delegation when they handed over the sword to the Artisanship Commission. You might not know, but he's the one who recognized the sword's origin on Kalevala and escorted it back to the Xianzhou. In other words, he's the one who made it possible for the sword to come home. So, he wouldn't have gone through all that trouble to bring it to the Lawfu if he wanted to keep the sword for himself, right?
You know, I am able to wake up early if I tried. I just won't be alive. Earliest I've woken up. Like, if you give me an alarm, I will wake up to it. And I will get up and force myself to get up. I am a good student, even if I have to wake up early, but I just hate it. Could it be that a craftsman stole the sword?
Master Gongshu checked the work records, and I questioned all the craftsmen and apprentices who were on shift at the time. But I didn't find any suspicious individuals.
Could it be that I stole the sword?
So, did you steal it?
No.
Then stop joking around.
I can prove that she came to me after leaving the Artisanship Commission, so she couldn't have stolen the sword.
Put it simply, not everyone who's seen the sword has been to the Artisanship Commission, and not everyone who might want the sword has seen it. So, the only remaining suspect is Miss Yunli.
Fair enough.
So,
I didn't steal the sword.
Well, when you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
Mm-hmm. No, this isn't the only remaining possibility. I think we might be missing something here.
If you want to prove me wrong, you'd better come up with some solid evidence.
Fair enough.
Let me gather my thoughts. I need to help Yun Li clear her name. Did we miss any clues?
If you've found any clues, feel free to tell everyone.
I'd like to talk to the others.
Come back to me when you're ready.
Huayan?
Yun Li says she didn't steal the sword, and I am willing to believe her. But I know well that Yun Li can be impulsive. So if she did steal the sword on a whim, I won't show her any favors. You were with Yun Li yesterday, young lady, so you have the best chance to prove her innocence. Is there anything you need to ask me?
Did she come to you afterward?
No, she was still mad at me, so she didn't come by. If she had come with you, she wouldn't be a suspect right now.
How was the sword delivered?
After the ceremony, Argenti carried the sword case. And together with the delegation, they were escorted by the Cloud Knights to the Artisanship Commission. The artisan there confirmed that the sword was simply stolen.
That's all I have to ask.
I'm counting on you, then.
I had to read through it.
Yes, I received your message yesterday and went
It
to
was
the
you,
arsenal to check on
Gongshu.
it. But when I went back this morning, all that was left was the case. I don't know anything else, so asking more questions won't help, I'm afraid. However, as the Master Artisan of the Artisanship Commission, I've got to clarify something. Even though the sword was stolen, this commission is still highly secure. Wait, no. I just remembered. My precious aromatons were smashed.
Paul.
Who could have thought that the Miekaki Vesa would be stolen? And that the prime suspect is General Huayan's granddaughter? Regardless, we've accomplished our mission. And now it's the Xianzhou's problem. By the way, why did that girl call it a cursed sword? It's quite upsetting.
Because the sword can take over the wielder's mind.
That's enough, young lady. Let me get something straight. On Kalevala, this sword has always been highly revered. The first master of the Miekaki Vesa slew countless demons and then passed it down to a line of wise monarchs. The monarchs would heed the guidance of the hero spirits within the sword and gain insight into defeating their enemies.
Was that actually the voice of the Heliobus?
What is, Helio? What? Never mind. The point is that the Miekaki Vesa did help the ancestors of Kalevala build a strong foundation. It's definitely not a cursed sword.
I don't know anything else, so asking more questions won't help.
Ooh.
I don't want to make things difficult for official Dahao. Let's do this his way. If I can find that cursed sword, I can prove my innocence right away.
That would be too convenient. And how are you planning on finding the cursed sword? No, that would make it look like you did steal it.
There's something else bothering me. Why would the thief take the sword and leave the case behind? Did they melt down the sword like I wanted to?
Maybe the case was too much trouble.
Yeah. Maybe. But if the case was too much trouble, wouldn't it be too conspicuous to carry around the sword like that? In plain sight?
It's probably easy to carry. I'm just saying, it's probably easier to carry. You could just cover it up. Just saying.
found any clue? All right.
Point is that the Mieka Kivesa did help the ancestors of Kalevala build a strong foundation. It's definitely not a cursed sword.
Where else?
There must be a reason why the thief took the sword but left the case behind.
Let's see the sword itself. The container used to seal Guyun is indeed a sight to behold. Its beauty is radiant. Perhaps it was this very beauty that has drawn unwanted attention. Regardless, as one of the few pieces of physical evidence left at the scene, it might hold traces of the thief. Exterior. Sword case, masterfully adorned with metal wire inlays, traces the pattern of lotus flowers, subtly proclaiming its origin from the illustrious Shanzhou Jiming. Sword case lock. The locking mechanism nestled within the case seems intact, bearing no marks of its external force or tampering.
So, the thief took the sword from the case without picking the lock?
Open sword case. You notice a few smears of red along the bottom of the sword case's interior. It's hard to ignore, as if a deliberate declaration of existence to those who are viewing the sword case. Extract the red coloring from the interior. A few petals, teetering on the brink of withering. More precisely, a single rose petal. Oh.
Why is this flower petal inside the case?
Arjadi. You close the sword case and put it back.
If you found any clue.
I'm 100% sure Yunli didn't steal the sword.
Thank you. But I'm not sure if I can convince Mr. Da how.
100% sure. Fine. Let me go through my reasoning again, and you can interrupt if anything feels off.
Debate!
Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission, and that was Miss Yun Li. Miss Yun Li caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission, trying to take away Guyun. But you stopped her in her tracks. After bidding farewell to you, Yun Li pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone and stole Guyun. We haven't found any other suspects or evidence.
Can I prove this?
Throughout the entire Miss Yun Li, after bidding farewell to you, Yun Li pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone and stole Guyun.
An artisanship. Hold on, let me think. This
Wait,
one?
you messaged Master Gongshu? I had no idea. Well, that's some solid proof right there. However, it only proves the sword wasn't stolen up to that point.
I didn't do it!
After bidding farewell to you, Yun Li pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone.
What? That
and
wasn't...
stole Guyun. We We haven't found any others.
That wasn't good enough.
After Yunli and I went our separate ways, I messaged Master Gongshu to inform him about the incident. And much later, Master Gongshu told me the sword was confirmed safe. So up until that point, Yunli couldn't have stolen it. Can I prove this?
After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal. We haven't found any other suspects or evidence. After Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission, trying to take away Guyun. You stopped her in her tracks.
What Dahao said seems right. Exactly. So at least Yunli didn't steal the sword at that time, because we were at the Orumatan warehouse.
If your testimony is reliable. I'm not implying anything, but we need to scrutinize every piece of evidence. Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the art. After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck in. We haven't found any other suspects or evidence.
Rose petal.
I found this in the crevice at the bottom of the case.
Rose petal? Huh. Yeah, I must have missed it during the search.
Seriously?
Why was there a petal inside the case?
I don't know. But I do know that wherever that Knight of Beauty goes, he always leaves behind a trail of rose petals that's almost impossible to clean up.
It's always the Knight of Beauty.
Let me sort them out. The sword case was never locked, which is evidence that only someone who delivered the sword could have done that. And the rose petal was probably left behind by that Knight of Beauty. But how did he manage to take the sword from the Artisanship Commission? Why did he steal it after returning it here? And why would he leave that petal in the case?
How am I supposed to ask Argentu, not me?
I know. Guyun flew out of the case on its own. The Knight of Beauty only unlocked the box to aid its escape.
Don't be ridiculous. How can a sword escape from a case on its own?
Because it's a cursed sword.
You've never seen a flying sword before?
I've only heard about the Mieka Kifesa being able to fly in legends. But even if it could fly, why would the Knight of Beauty do this?
Like I said, the sword contains a heliobus. Argenti must have been under the control of the sword. Maybe he was under its control even before you arrived on the Lofu.
Official Dahao, where can we find that knight?
Let me see. The docking location of Argenti's ship, the one and only.
Let's go. We've got to find Argenti before that sword completely takes over his mind.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
I don't like having that thing empty. Argenti, it was you all along. In the corner of Starskip Haven, you stumble upon a nightclad. 15th day of month X, 1604.
I've been waiting for you here for quite a while.
Knight of Beauty. You're the one who stole Guyun, right? Hand it over. You have no idea how dangerous that cursed sword is.
Dangerous? In my humble opinion, the real danger is always the hand wielding the weapon.
Why steal Guyun now? So you intentionally left the rose petal behind?
Yes, I did. As a driller's knight, I've sworn to live in poverty, and I abhor theft. I had to leave behind a rose petal in order to keep my promise to Master Guyun and uphold my knightly oath.
What? What do you mean?
I agreed to assist Master Guyun in its escape from the Xianzhou. As the person who pulled it from the stone monument, captivated by its beauty, I must not let it down. I couldn't stay in the arsenal to convince the craftsman, nor did I want to take the sword like a thief. That's why I left behind a small piece of evidence that pointed to my identity in the hope of an open and honest conversation with you.
Whatever your reasons are, you're planning to take the cursed sword away from the Cienjo. Hand it over to me.
Back then, it was the beauty of Master Guyan.
Oh my god.
So I willingly embarked on the journey
Argenti,
to
stop
return the sword.
talking. Just give the sword back.
Unfortunately, Master Guyan's homeland is no longer the ideal place for it to return to. As a knight of beauty, I must not abandon it halfway.
Oh no. He's completely captivated by the power of that cursed sword.
It's like a devil that can mess with your mind.
That's what makes cursed swords so scary.
Captivated? No, I am touched by Master Guyan's flawless beauty. To be honest, I'm confused why none of you can understand this sword. This is quite heartrending. I've already made up my mind to take Master Guyan away from the Cienjo.
That cursed sword has messed with your ability to think. But I'll break you free from its grip. I'll shatter its illusion. And the sword itself.
Fair lady, if you're intent on taking away this person, this sword that is under my protection, please engage me with a fair duel according to knightly etiquette. As a representative of this duel, I, Argenti, challenge you.
A representative?
I swear on the spirit of chivalry, in front of Adrilla the Beauty, that I will represent Master Guyan in this duel. If I win, you will allow Master Guyan to leave the Cienjo with me. And if you best me, Miss Yunlei, I'll accept my defeat and turn Master Guyan over to you. Do you accept my challenge, Miss Yunlei?
Fine. Let's see whose desire is stronger. Your desire to take it away, or my desire to hunt down all cursed swords. Show me what you've got. You're not going to use Guyan to fight for victory?
Well, I know a thing or two about swordplay. In a proper sense of this, a knight should rely on the skills of his home day and night.
I'm real weirdo.
He is.
Let the duel commence. Put forth all your might. My friends, indulge yourselves!
Time to say bye. Boom.
Enemy of Mrs. Rebels, your rise and rise.
Stand still.
Behold, this symbol of pure
Such noisy
flesh. You're fighting a gentleman. Confess. Bear witness. Let the duel commence.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Enemy of Mrs. Rebels, your rise and rise.
Forth all your might. My friends, indulge yourselves!
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Put forth all your might. Confidence.
And it'll rise to the challenge. Flesh
White tiger, less cards, what's dead?
Oh, it's over. I only did one keyframe for my 3D animation.
I've lost. According to the rules of a knight's duel, I should keep my promise and hand over the sword to you. But before I do that, I hope that you, as the winner, might have the mercy and listen to Master Guyon's past experiences.
This sword has been cursed since the day it was forged. Place it in front of me, and let me destroy it.
Do what she says, knight.
But
you've done so much for me already. It's time for me to face her alone.
Argenti draws forth an ancient sword, scarred from countless battles before all eyes.
Weary of fighting.
Before all eyes, the blade rises slowly, its edge dancing with the semblance of flames.
I just want to share my past with you. To explain why I wanted to escape. After that, I'll leave my destiny in your hands. Are you afraid to witness my past, little girl?
Afraid? Well, you do have a different aura from other cursed swords. But you're just trying to use my curiosity to lure me in.
Well, you know best that a single touch won't snatch away anyone's sanity.
Just be careful, Yumi. I think it's worth a shot, Yumi.
Fine. Show me your past.
It's already impossible to contact the main Cloud Knight forces. What awaits me will be a long and lonely war.
Follow me.
Is this your memory?
It's so cold here. I didn't feel it when I was in the thick of battle, but now it's freezing me to the bone.
I like how they just reused assets, no.
Indeed, a masterpiece from the Xianzhou Juming. If you hadn't taken control of my body, I probably would have been decapitated in that fight.
Quiet and stay alert. Boris and the wolf troopers never give up the hunt.
Hey, just relax a bit. It's been over 300 days since we were both stranded on this planet. The transmitter never rings, so I guess we can't count on that anymore. The people on this planet still use beasts to pull their carts. Obviously, there's no way they can help us fix the star skiff. Looks like we're stranded on this forsaken planet for the rest of our lives.
The rest of a Xianzhou native's life could be terribly long. Are you feeling any desperation? All by yourself in this hostile world?
Yeah, a bit. Perhaps.
When things get too rough for you to handle, just leave everything to me. No need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Yeah, sure. If I really can't handle things anymore, I'll leave my body to you. But now is not that time.
Do you really think you can oppose an entire Borisan army with your limited skills? What are you holding out for?
It's true that I'm stranded here, but it seems like that Borisan pack is in the same boat. By the way, Guyon, do you know what a seed is? A seed may seem insignificant, but with careful cultivation and time, it can grow into a huge, unwavering tree. You said that the rest of a Xianzhou native's life could be terribly long. You're right. That's why I intend to plant a seed named Resistance here and nurture it for the rest of my life. I want to show the people of this land how to defend themselves against those monsters. I can already see the seed in the eyes of those people.
You really think you can do it? Why not just give me control, and we can revel in the bloodbath together?
What was the memory I just saw?
It was a memory of me and a Cloud Knight, stranded on an unfamiliar planet. We crash-landed on a planet occupied by Borison. Just two of us.
I can feel that it was a lonely war.
Good to know. Swords get emotional.
Alive. All the young people in the village.
They died. They died for you. They died because of your big promises. Promising them a life free from the Borison. I tasted their despair before death. They didn't see it coming. And neither will you.
We can't stay here. Let's move on to the next village.
Why? What's the point? You and your sorry excuse for an army have been fighting for over 3 decades, and you haven't won a single battle. What you're sowing is not resistance, but despair. This world is hopeless. It's completely infested with packs of Borison. You've seen their numbers, and you know their methods. And those commoners you've put your hopes in, they just kneel down and worship the monsters devouring their children and families, calling them their beastmasters. You beheaded one of the beastmasters for their sake, but they turned on you because they were scared of the Borison taking revenge. You remember all that, right?
I do. I remember my first death. The Borison cut off my head. But I also remember that if it weren't for a brave youngster who risked his neck to reattach my head and give me a proper burial, I would have disappeared completely. I remember everything the people did for me. They left food at the entrance of my cave, fixed my fur coat, and some even joined my resistance. The rest of the Xianzhou natives' life is still terribly long. There will be new youngsters who will stand beside me in battle. Time is on our side.
You said it was a lonely war. No. It wasn't a war filled with loneliness, but with despair. So much despair that I don't want to ever taste it again.
I'm not that tired.
I'm leaving.
Where are you going, Your Highness?
I'm returning to my homeland. A distant place beyond the sky. I'm not coming back.
But what should we do with you gone? What if those wolf demons show up again?
They won't, my child. You've wiped out the last of them. But before I go, I need you to do one thing for me. Even though the wolf demons are gone, new monsters will appear in this world. Soon, a demon will appear, donning golden branches and knowing only bloodshed. However, fear not, my children. I'm entrusting you with this sword that's been with me in countless battles. Use the skills I've taught you over the
You
years.
do realize cats sleep at night, right?
That last demon.
They do sleep at night.
But that's not all. I need you
Yeah,
to
they
discover
typically
the
sleep at
stone
night.
monument
I don't get why you're calling me a cat if it doesn't
Sturdy
even...
enough to see the remains
whatever.
of that demon forever. This
You
is a
could
debt
call me an
you
owl,
owe me,
but not a
and
cat.
You must fulfill it. Do you understand?
You lied to them. And you lied to me, too.
Oh.
You promised that you'd give your body to me when you couldn't handle things anymore.
Well, this Xianzhou native's life has finally come to an end, my old friend. How about one last chance for revenge? Come and bid me farewell for the final time.
He had long since come
Oh,
to
he's
some
broken now.
understanding. I could sense a mix of intricate emotions flowing out. It wasn't bloodlust, or anger, or fear. What he had left for you was hope.
They've learned how to fight monsters. But there's still one last monster lingering in the world. Kill it, my old friend. You left me there without ever looking back.
Thank you, my old friend. Heliobi can taste human emotions. How do my emotions taste? My old friend.
A hint of bitter compassion and a touch of scalding courage. Your heart's deepest desire
It's not done
is to
yet.
end the war once and for all. Now, the war is finally over. Can you hear? Even though you can't hear me anymore, my old friend, I'll do everything I can to bring an end to all conflicts in this world.
So, this is the past of the Kalevalan people's Sword of Heroes.
No, cats typically don't sleep.
You helped the people of
Don't
that
stay
world
up
bring an
like
end to
this.
war?
They usually sleep at night.
I am a weapon, and I only became the cause of war conflicts. Countless monarchs of Kalevala saw me as a symbol of kingship endowed by nature, and they waged wars in order to possess me. I grew tired of their wicked intentions. I didn't want to kill for anyone anymore. So I returned to the stone monument where my master was buried. And since then, no one was able to remove me from it.
But you allowed Argenti to take you away?
Because even after all this time, I still wanted my master to come home. During the sword gifting ceremony, I felt anguish when I learned that I would be handed over to the most skilled sword master and once again become a tool for killing. My master had engraved his deepest desire into my
I do
mind.
share a room.
End war.
This is why I'm being...
As a weapon,
I'm just live streaming
my purpose was
in a
predetermined
different room
from the
right now.
start. I had to become a deadly sword that would relentlessly hack and kill.
Why do you ask this curious question?
But once I fulfilled my mission, would I have the right to choose my own destiny like he did? So, I asked the Knight of Beauty to help me break free from this never-ending cycle of bloodshed.
These thousands of years have naturally turned into memories of mine. I think
What do you mean I
understand
see?
the beauty
You're sounding
the knight was
suspicious.
talking about now.
I I don't want to be a sword that brings death. My war ended long ago. The years spent as a tombstone were my finest.
I've told you everything about my experience with Master Guyan on Kalevala. And now, I'm sure that Miss Yoon Lee is as moved by the sword's flawless beauty as I was back then.
Even though I had heard the legends of this sword from the delegation, delving into its memories was still fascinating. Yoon Lee, I trust Guyin's experiences have changed your mind.
I had no idea that this sword had such a past. Yeah, there's a reason why I'm being quiet. Okay, bro. Like, when I'm in this room, my roommate can't really hear me. I will say that. She hasn't said anything. I don't think she even knows I'm live streaming right now. I had no idea that this sword had such a past.
It wasn't until I held Guyan in my hands that I could sense its thoughts and unspoken words. I always thought a cursed sword infused with a heliobus would only bring rage and slaughter. I never thought someone could leave behind the desire to end war and even change the nature of the cursed sword. My position was too extreme. Guyan is truly a sword of heroes. I apologize to all of you for my behavior. I'm sorry.
Now that we've proven Miss Yoon Lee's innocence and found the sword, should we now return it to the arsenal?
No. I'm still going to melt down this sword.
Ew. Oh, Yoon Lee.
I've heard your true desires, Guyan. I can sense that you're tired of being a sword. Constantly serving new masters and fighting battles you no longer want to be part of. Right?
But being a sword is my destiny. I'm doomed to serve some master and fight battles endlessly. Can the wind choose to stop blowing? Can a cloud choose to stop drifting? No. It's the same for me. A creation with a predetermined destiny.
That's not true, Guyan. That nameless swordmaster shaped his own destiny. So you can too.
I just can't picture my destiny being anything other than that of a sword.
Then let it be something
Do you
else.
remember when you stood alone in front of the swordmaster's stone monument? People admired you because you carried the memories of the hero. You were no longer a sword. You were a memorial.
Later, as I became worn and weathered, the gentle wind would pass through the hollows of my body, creating melodic tones that echoed in the distant mountains. I became a musical instrument then. I miss those times.
Can a creation become what it wants to be? The answer is yes. I'll grant your wish, Guyan, and transform you into something different.
Something different?
But this is the price for the war dance. If the Kalevalan delegation finds out, Please, say something, General Huayan.
Well, my granddaughter has always been stubborn. Are you really sure about this, Yunli?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get something real quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm back.
What do you all think?
You might as well ask Guyun's opinion.
Fulfilling Master Guyun's wishes is the reason I came to the Xianzhou. With the Driller's blessing, you could turn Master Guyun into a plow. But as long as it fulfills his wish to end war, I support it fully.
Then, I'll leave it to you, Yunli.
Aww. Finally, you make your way to the artisanship commission, but it's seeking the blah
It's
blah
been an
blah.
honor getting to know you like this.
The honor is mine. Thank you, Yunli.
Just. You feel
Why
sad
a long
now.
face, my child? Are you feeling regret, perhaps? You were completely determined when melting down the sword. So, why the sudden change of heart?
Grandpa, I melted down the prize for the war dance. How are you going to explain this to the lawful?
Oh, am I hearing right? This little girl is worried about her grandpa. Didn't see that coming.
If only I talked to you from the beginning, Grandpa. Maybe things wouldn't have escalated like this. But at least Guyun got what it wanted. I have no regrets there.
When it comes to swords, you and your father are cut from the same cloth. So, are you planning to continue melting down the rest of Hongguang's swords?
Yeah. Guyun is unique. But the other cursed swords are still too dangerous for anyone to handle. But maybe I'll try to be more patient next time.
Be more patient. Well said. Remember what you learned today, because there will be many more situations in the future that will require you to be more patient.
Understood. But what about the prize?
Well, ever since you showed up at the ceremony, I had a hunch. So I prepared another sword as a backup plan.
Of course he did.
And don't worry, this one has nothing to do with Heliobi.
That's perfect.
By the way, the ambassador from Kalevala and that knight went to Arum Alley. They're looking for a spot to honor the hero. Why don't we go take a look together?
Let's go.
Oh, General Huayan. What brings you here?
Well, my granddaughter was inspired by the heroic legends told by the Mieka Kivesa, so she dragged me here to take a look.
What's this golden sapling?
I come from a long line of Kalevala monument keepers. For generations, my family has guarded the stone monument left behind by the nameless hero. Over the centuries, a golden tree sprouted from under the monument, and its branches have never withered. We Kalevalans see it as proof of the hero's existence. Before leaving Kalevala, I took a branch from that golden tree, hoping to plant it here to represent the hero returning to his homeland.
That sounds good. We Xianzhou people don't make coffins or set up memorials. So I'm sure he would be happy to rest here where life is bustling.
The hero had asked our ancestors to carve something into the monument, so I made a copy of it too. While the inscription is pretty worn with age, perhaps you can still make out some of it.
I have drifted far from my homeland and am on the brink of death. Yet, I take solace in having honorably fulfilled my duties. Should you feel compassion for me, kind traveler, please take a handful of soil hence and bring it back to the Lawfu. Mr. Pavo, I wonder if that hero ever left a name in your history.
I apologize, but the hero's epic battles happened long ago, and he did not leave any name for us to call him. But in our mythology, he came from the heavens, and so we call him the Cloud Knight.
Welcome home, Cloud Knight.
Oh, he doesn't even have a name.
You can also rest here, Guyan.
This is so sad.
As a punishment for being an accomplice in this theft, General Huayan assigned me to guard this golden sapling and recite the story of the hero and this legendary sword to passers-by. This is not a punishment at all, and I gladly accepted it. Spreading the message of beauty to the Xianzhou residents is exactly what I desire. However, I plan to leave the Xianzhou soon and continue my travels. May our paths cross again in the vast cosmos, my dear friend.
Yunli, what do you gotta say?
I'm feeling a bit emotional. I'd like to stay here for a while. Thank you for your guidance. I'm truly grateful. By any chance, would you be interested in taking sword lessons with me? Like March?
Thanks, but no thanks. I don't think I can endure the hardship.
Now that my mission is accomplished, the delegation will be leaving the Xianzhou Lawfu soon. But of course, the experiences here will become an epilogue to the hero stories. This golden sapling will become a part of the everyday scenery of the Xianzhou. I believe it's what he would have wanted.
Aww. An unassuming ancient guzhen, and its body and strings appear to be crafted from a unique kind of metal. Even without a human's touch, it occasionally bursts out notes, as if humming an untuned melody for someone unseen. Oh, so this is guzhen. This is the sword. Now he became an instrument. Aw. I like the story. It's good. It didn't wow me, but it's good. I like your recommendation. It's not that bad. It's better than the Kazuha story. Definitely better than the Kazuha story quest. I'll say that for sure. Ah, dang. What a shame, what a shame. I keep pressing E! Ah, stop that. Okay. Which one? I thought that quest would be like an hour, not 2. I don't think I have the mental capacity to do another. Okay, the next one would be the... Let me see. What would the next one be? The Black Swan and Sparkle quest. Which one? I'm assuming it's this one. But that will be for a later time. You know what? Let's let's do some polls right now. It's gonna be single polls, but that is okay. I still don't care about the character, by the way. So I can still say that. I love trolling.